At this point, I don't even know anymore. Um, yeah, I feel like the world is crumbling to pieces, and not just since the events in Gaza started. I've been feeling that for a long time, and I've been talking about this. I'm not a doomer. I'm going to keep saying that. I just look and I see that the world, as we know it, is coming to its end in a very violent manner, and that is because imperialism, the highest stage of capitalism, has been allowed to run its course, and this is what it turns to be like. Yeah, it's just destruction, death and destruction. And I mean, I've been kind of thinking a lot lately, feeling extremely fearful. Um, and there are no easy, tangible solutions. It's going to keep getting worse. It is going to find us no matter where we are. We're going to see one disaster after another. Yeah, it's going to keep getting worse. I have already talked about how I think that we need to build communities everywhere we are, just for, our own safety. And I'm going to repeat that because I think that the people you are in close proximity to, they're going to be the only ones you can rely on. And if you don't really have good relationships with them, I mean, you're going to be screwed. Once shit hits the fan in your area, it's probably a good idea to get to know your neighbors now and maybe see if you have some common interests, like surviving, like saving each other's children if you have any, if they have any. So maybe gather some supplies, maybe learn something that may help you survive. I don't know. We are the type of leftists, my husband and I. We do kind of want to follow Lenin's advice on the armed militia. Like, we don't really have a lot of arms here in Kazakhstan, but I mean, we can get a license. But yeah, no cause for violence ever from my side. It's just the safety of my own people, the safety of my family. This is what I'm concerned about. And supplies that can last. Maybe you can stock up on these, And for people in the States with, Walgreens and like other places, pharmacies and whatnot, possibly going on strike, you guys are going to need medical supplies. It's always a good idea to stock up on medical supplies and just check which ones expired every once in a while and stock up on more of those, because you never know, what can happen. Maybe some kind of disaster, especially as we are heading into winter again. It's never going to hurt, really. It's just a sensible thing to do. But yeah, if you haven't organized with anyone yet, I understand why. Like, it's not fun. I mean, I am very much failing with any of the attempts that I have been able to be a part of. I mean, it's not going the way I thought it would. We don't have a happy little community that shares the same goals and values. But I mean, I'm trying to talk to people. Maybe it's influencing them in one way or another. I'm going to keep on trying. I am trying to be a little bit more open. Not trying to scare people, but I'm trying to be real with the people. I am telling them how it is. I'm telling them that the world is not going to be any kinder to their children. If they want their children to be safe, they need to make their decisions accordingly. Okay, so yeah, I'm deeply saddened, but I'm not going to succumb to despair. I've hit so many lows in the past year or so. I don't know if I can go any lower. I'm sure I can, but there are less and less hair on my head to pull at, so maybe next time you see me, I'm going to be completely bald. Who knows? I can get a wig, There's always something to pull at. I'm always going to stand in solidarity with all people all across the world, with all the oppressed people, because I am the oppressed people. Okay? And I want people to stand in solidarity with me. So I'm going to do that for others as well. So stay safe, stay strong. Solidarity with Palestine, solidarity with all the working class people all over the world. And I hope you have a good day today.